everybody, welcome to Cinema Trailer News. My name is Grace, and this will be my breakdown for the Flash trailer. The Flash trailer has finally landed online, a 3-minute full-length trailer showing us the Scarlet Speedster. This has been one intriguing movie to talk about for the past couple of years. Obviously more because of the star of the movie, but now that we got this trailer, and it completely blew a lot of our minds. I know it blew mine. It's time we just focus on what is said to be the best DC movie that's ever been made. Wasn't really sure if I was going to believe all that, but I gotta tell you, from this trailer, things are looking mighty nice. So what I'm doing for you guys here is giving you my reaction to the trailer for The Flash, as well as my trailer breakdown. I'll be putting out some things you may have missed, Easter eggs here, and then along other details like James Gunn getting his hand on this movie and using it to reset his new DCU. Alright, so jumping straight into things, if you don't know by now, this movie is taking inspiration from the Flashpoint comic book run, where Bruce Wayne is no longer Batman, but instead he's his father, Thomas Wayne. You have Superman, who wasn't raised by the Kents, instead was a guinea pig for the government, experimented on and never given proper sunlight. Here they're going to be following a similar structure, but involving the multiverse and very different versions of Batman and Superman. This is where Barry Allen uses his power to travel back in time to save his mother's life, creating an alternative version of the DC universe. He remembers also revealing to us a great motive for why he desperately wants to save this universe.
So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? Because this is the world where my mom lived.
Some of my favorite shots of this trailer are just seeing Ben Affleck in action in costume as Batman. It has been way too long, Mr. Affleck, and this is going to be a scene that happens early on in the movie where the Flash and Batman are teaming up to stop some criminals in Gotham. We've seen behind the scenes video of this scene taking place, but now with the visual effects and everything else added on, Ben Affleck looks fantastic. I don't know if it's just me, but his suit is giving off a little bit of a bluish gray vibe, kind of like in the comics. They also alter his suit a little bit. You can see he's wearing some armor. With the way things are going, this might be the last time we see Ben Affleck in action, so I'm happy we're still getting some new scenes. If we're looking at another shot in the trailer, it looks like this sequence will be going down in Gotham City, not Center City. That's usually where Barry Allen does his crime fighting. We know this because at one point we see an ambulance with the words saying Gotham City Fire Department, and over here in this building is named after Batman's mom, Martha Wayne Institute. There's also been another leaked concept art that has been leaked online of these sequences where it looks like the Flash is going to be saving a couple of babies from the nursery that explode out of this hospital. I think this is going to be a great way to open up the movie. It's just kind of a set the tone. I also want to mention, with all the visual effects here, I think the CGI looks fantastic. With all the time is taken off for this movie to get made, it doesn't look like Warner Brothers spare any money on the visual effects here. This is supposed to be one of the most visual effects heavy movie ever been made. And other interesting shots of the trailer here is we finally get a better look at the Flash suit. Now, there has been a heavy debate whether this is an improvement or a downgrade from previous suit. I myself have always found it iffy, because I think from the neck down it does look fantastic. Even in this angle here where Barry Allen has seen his younger self run of his house, I think it looks good. A1 right here. And even some of the forward shots of the cow don't look so bad to me. I'm prepared to say I'm liking this suit. And then we get that other shot of the trailer where the cow doesn't look that great. So maybe people are still iffy on it, but overall I'm liking it. I think what most I'm most interested to see is how the suit is going to be popping out of his ring. They brought that from the comics. If you don't know, usually Barry Allen has this ring where the suit just pops out and then he quickly pulls in with his speed. I like the little animation we have going on here, and it said that Ben Affleck's Batman is actually going to be the one who builds him this ring and gives him to it. And that's another aspect of the movie I'm kind of happy to see is the relationship between Barry Allen and Bruce Wayne, because there's definitely kind of a mentor role going on here, bringing us into some of the time travel and multiverse shenanigans that is going on here. It looks like Barry Allen is going to get some bad news involving his father court case, trying to prove he's innocent, and then he wasn't the one ended up killing his mom. This is where it takes us back in time to the events of Man of Steel, where General Zod came down to Earth for Superman, or in this case for Supergirl. And we'll be getting a bit of an idea what Barry Allen was doing that sequences. And if we look at some Funko Pops that have leaked online, we have one named John Barry, where it shows kind of a homemade suit that he's created that he uses to save people in Metropolis during this invasion. I know it might seem weird that General Zod is coming back for a Flash movie. Like, there's so many things here that just feel like this isn't a Flash movie. You have two different Batmans, Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck. You have a Superman villain here in General Zod. You have Supergirl. But if I'm being completely honest, as messed up and weird the DCU timeline has been, this so far looks like the most connected and takes advantage of the world Zack Snyder built up. So that's one of the reasons that actually make me excited to see this movie. As the trailer continues, we get some shots of Sasha Calle's Supergirl. She's being held in the government facility where Barry Allen knows that he needs her assistance to be able to fight off General Zod. We also get the reveal that she's going to be playing Kara Zor-El, the cousin of Superman. A lot of us was wondering which version of Superman which she's going to be. Fans are theories for the longest time that she was going to be Laura Lincoln, but because of the comic resemblance was a little uncanny. We know James Gunn is planning to make a Kara Zor-El movie based off Tom King's comic run Supergirl of Tomorrow. Still no word if she's going to be in that movie, or they're going to go with a more traditional looking Supergirl and set in the new DCU. Still, new number one thing that has kept me excited for this movie since the day they started rolling the cameras is the announcement that Michael Keaton Batman will be one of the Batman in this movie. I grew up with this guy and seeing him return and voice his iconic line,
Yeah. I'm Batman.
As cheesy it may sound, I'm eating it all out and cannot wait to see Michael Keaton in action. And here is just one sequence that we got of his Batman fighting. I don't care if it's all visual effects or whatnot. I buy into that. Oh man, Batman will do that. It's even kind of a crazy that he still kept the stiff, non-movable neck as part of the costume. All this year later, the whole point of Batman is to upgrade your suit, move your neck a little bit. But I'm not really complaining. That's kind of what made his Batman iconic in a weird way. So I'm kind of glad that he kept that aspect of it. And speaking of Batman suit, this is the great shot of all these new Michael Keaton Batman suit we had never seen before. So I find we have the new suit that we'll be wearing to the Flash movie. I think it's something perfectly in line that Michael Keaton Batman will wear. If we look directly behind that, we have the original suit from the 1989 movie. We have the Batman Returns suit from the sequel. Now, if we want to start off here to the right, we have Michael Keaton with his own version of the Nightmare suit and the Met suit that Ben Affleck wore in his movie. This is blowing my mind. Did he fight a version of Superman? Did he also go to a Nightmare universe, or this is just their way of paying homage to some of the the adventures of Ben Affleck's Batman goes to. And that to me is just kind of saying that Michael Keaton has also gone to similar adventures. And it's kind of awesome that too that in here. We never seen other Batman replicate suits from other Batman. If we go all the way to the left, we see more amazing suits because here, right here, guys, we have the blue and gray Batman suit. It's identical to the Michael Keaton Batman suit. It looks freaking fantastic. For the longest time, we've been arguing how would that work in live action. Right here, it looks good. And now another thing that will keep Batman fans happy is a Batman suit with a couple of Glocks in it. Now those could be just grapple guns, but we know Michael Keaton's Batman was a murderous Batman. We had no problem putting out guns and bombs, just letting goods die. Still were a fantastic shot of all these different Batman suits. With the trailer mentioning Barry's time travel shenanigan is going to be get rid of all the metahumans. Looks like we're gonna get to a point that in this movie where they need to recreate the events that gave Barry Allen his powers, which is why we're seeing the both of them get shot here in the lab. This is usually the way Barry Allen got his power, to some chemicals and Nightborn hidden here. While we also get a shot of Barry Allen facing Iris West, which was only show up in the Zack Snyder movie. Let me tell you, the Snyder Cut is the most canon here, not the Josh Whedon Justice League cut. I love this shot of two different Barry Allen fighting off here with the different electricities. I'm not really sure if they're going to touch upon why our current day Barry Allen is now be able to have yellow electricity and the young Barry Allen of this alternative version is going to have blue, because all through the Flash appearances in the DCU he's been working blue electricity, and I always preferred yellow, but he has blue thus far. I think the explanation will be that this Barry Allen, now that he can time travel and go to different multiverses, he has more control over his power, which is kind of granting his Super Saiyan 2 level of Flash, where his energy is now yellow. And this younger Barry Allen, who is going to make his Flash suit of a Michael Keaton Batman suit, we have gotten images on that and this in the teaser trailer where he's creating that suit, and that's kind of funny, especially because he cuts off bat ears to make his suit. Since he's freshly new his power and still trying to get used to them, his energy will come out blue. That's my explanation for it. The real thing to talk about after seeing this trailer is how is this movie going to end, because it's supposed to set up James Gunn DC universe. The previous ending we have of this movie is that it was going to end up with Barry Allen and Michael Keaton's Batman as the new DCU Batman. We know that's 100% not going to be the case anymore, because James Gunn himself confirmed on Twitter the new DCU Batman will be a new actor, not someone we have seen previously. Regardless if you heard the Christian Bale and Josh Clooney rumors out there, it will be a new Batman. So what is the end of this movie is going to look like? Where does Ben Affleck go? Where does all of these heroes go? Along with James Gunn also removes cameos from this movie. We know Wonder Woman will show up in this movie, but her and Henry Cavill we're going to have cameos, but at the end of this movie to tease their future in the DCU, and I love those cameos teasing their future for those actors are now gone. I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out what is going to happen. But that's just my thoughts concerning the Flash, and I'm still really excited. I think it looks great, and I hope it lives to the hype because it looks fantastic. It's going to be a big one. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this trailer? If you like it, some of your favorite moments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.